Hey everybody, it's Aaron.
I'm Amanda.
With MedFlight Radio, and we're here at Mifflin Township today to discuss Columbus Fire and Mifflin Township's bariatric units. We're going to go through setting them up, talk about some of the things that have worked well for them, some things that haven't. We're also here to do a podcast, so everybody stay tuned and we'll take a look at their trucks. All right, so we're here with Kenny King with Mifflin Township, and he's just going to go through both Columbus's and Mifflin's truck and talk about how to set them up. Take it, Kenny.
Good morning. Hey, this is MSU 131, and behind me you have MSU 119. I just drew a blank. Sorry about that. Both of these trucks are identical. COTS, if you don't know, got a grant that got 4 of these units. Okay, if you look in here, we'll go through it here in a second. But COTS got these grants. Chief Taylor wanted to get one of these grants to help support the departments that represent the MEC Center, and that's 12 departments. Columbus Fire took one, and Delaware took one. So there's still one out there. So if you want one, call COTS, and they'll make sure they'll get you a bariatric truck. But what we did was we met with Columbus Fire, and we pretty much mimicked our 2 trucks. So when we set these up today, although this one's sitting right next to us, they are the identical truck. So if one of them comes to you to help you out with your bariatric patient, you're going to pretty much see the same identical thing. So that makes it easier for everybody operating within it. It's all the way from Licking County, all the way out to Delaware County, Franklin County, Fairfield County with Violet Township. Everybody can call these trucks. These trucks can be called through calling the MEC Center if you're on the MEC department, and these trucks can be utilized through Columbus Fire. If we need it and our truck's out of service, we'll call Columbus, and vice versa. If they're busy and they need us, we'll come help them in any one of those counties. So the truck is out there. Ryan from Columbus Fire, he's going to help me today. We're going to go ahead and set up the truck so you guys can see what it looks like. So first, on both sets of trucks, there's ramps in the side compartment, okay? So we'll go ahead and take out these ramps. Alright, so it kind of looks like a disorganized transformer when you're undoing it, alright? So, the cot comes out, it's attached just like a regular cot. This is a striker cot. Has handles on both ends. It has bariatric straps, extensions on it, so that you can get the bigger patient. The cot will take up to 1,600 pounds when it's in the down position. It'll take 800 pounds in the up position. There's really no reason that you should have it in the up position. You can pretty much walk up to the house with the extra people, and you can do everything you need to, have them bring the patient out to you, put them on the cot, wheel them right up there. So the next thing we're going to show you is how you actually go about winching the patient. Okay, one of the things that you'll notice on ours that's a little bit different than Columbus, when we had ours installed from Horton, we talked with the manufacturer. And ours is the winch. When we go to winching, you'll notice the box is off center to the middle of the tree. Okay, the manufacturer said that it should be like that, but it could be in the middle. Well, we decided to keep ours off to the side like they originally talked about, and Columbus has theirs in the middle of the tree. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They both work fine. What you'll notice on ours is that there's a red line on the cable. Okay. And when we start winching this up, what that signifies is that there's a red line across the middle of the truck. And if Amanda looks in there, she'll see the red line in the middle of the truck there. So what happens is when the red line on the cable meets the red line in the truck, you stop winching and you simply finish pushing the patient up in the truck. So the manufacturer stated that they didn't recommend that you winch the cable all the way into the box. That was not good for the cable. So to alleviate that, that's what we decided to do. Okay? Other thing from the manufacturer, as silly as it is, you're going to take a patient up the ramp. They state that you should not, any guys working on it, should not walk up the ramps. The ramps can carry 1,600 pounds to up to 2,000 pounds when they go up them. but they say that you should not walk up. The only equipment that you'll find on the truck is a bariatric cuff, some goggles that the guys, when they show up on the scene, some vests, and that's it. When you get there, you are going to take your kits that you are working on. If you are on Medic 151, Medic 592, whichever, you're going to take your kits from that truck, you're going to put them on this truck, and you're going to take care of the patient. All the billing things that everybody's talked about, the transporting vehicle is the vehicle that does the billing. Only that truck gets the billing. The other people just continue patient care. There's a lot of research from Chief Davis with Columbus Fire, Chief Taylor with our department that went into this, and that's just the way it has to be. So when we get back, we'll get information from you when you call us, and we'll do a report as well with that, okay? So from here, we're going to go ahead and winch the cot up in there. So Brian, you want to get up there and winch for me? One of the things with this I'd recommend is that you probably want to stay just by the side. You don't want to stay behind the cot. You're wheeling some big patient up here, and the cable were to break. Okay? So we're getting close here to the red meeting the red. So right when that gets up there, this cot will be up on the track. So now that it's there, now all I have to do is simply push the cot up in there. Brian will take that side. Now we got it. And that's it. Okay? So other than seeing me sweat really bad out in this bay today, you got to see the bariatric truck work at its best. We've had it out twice, once in Whitehall, once here in Gahanna. It's worked really well. Columbus Fire's had theirs out 3 or 4 times, Chief, I think, and they've come back and had good results with theirs. It's worked out really well. Please feel free. These trucks are out there for us to help you guys. Okay, the days of putting a patient on a tarp, taking all the stuff out of the back of the truck and pulling them in there, we don't want to be doing that anymore for the patient's safety and for us as a safety. You know, you guys, if we go and find out, if a lawyer were to find out we had this, you didn't utilize it and you took a patient that old way, we don't want to do that anymore, okay? We want to protect ourselves and the patient, all right?
Have you found, is there any pointers, so somebody's going to call you, or even Chief there at Columbus, is there anything that you would recommend them do or not do? And also, Chief, if you can talk a little bit about, for the township departments, as far as calling, we talked a little bit before we started filming, as far as calling for your truck, how do they go about calling mutual aid for this truck specifically? Go through the alarm office, or how would that work?
They would go through MEC Center,
okay.
And MEC Center would call Columbus Fire's alarm room.
Okay.
The run cards are already put in. Okay. They know about each other.
Okay.
They've talked. Chief Davis was the one from there that put in the run cards. So their alarm room knows us. We work all the time to get together with one another with all kinds of stuff. So they're going to know what to do.
Now, would you guys go outside the county? Say, for instance, maybe Johnstown in Licking County. Would you guys?
Well, we do support West Licking and
okay.
Granville that are within the MEC.
Okay.
So as a commitment to the MEC, if they were to call, I'm sure that Chief Taylor would have no problem with us going and supporting another MEC department in Licking County.
Okay.
We would go to Fairfield County and supporting Violet. So they are part of the MEC.
Because they're a MEC department.
Because they're a MEC department.
Okay.
And I have not seen it, but I do know that Johnstown Monroe has a bariatric truck too.
Do they? Okay.
So I don't know where they're at when in conjunction with helping out Licking County. But Licking County, the 2 departments in Licking County that are part of MEC do know that they are most welcome to call us and utilize this truck.
Okay. But Columbus will support non-MEC departments.
That's correct.
So how would they, if it was a non-MEC department, of course it's a MEC department, go through MEC dispatch and they'll take care of it. If it's not a MEC department, how would they get a hold of if they wanted support from you guys?
Right now, the way to utilize that is to contact our alarm office.
Okay.
Each one of the supporting areas has our telephone number directly to the alarm office. And if they happen to get on scene and find out at that time they've got a bariatric, they can call us on 10 dispatch.
Okay. So either go through their local dispatch and then they'll call your dispatch, or
Correct.
they can just scroll their radio over to 10 dispatch and just
Correct.
call like any other mutual.
Yes.
Okay, great. Man, if you actually want to come over here real quick and just kind of zoom in there and see that, as Kenny said, those trucks are exactly the same. So, did you want to? So yeah, those trucks are exactly the same. Kenny, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
No.
Except get in the air conditioning?
Except I'm waiting to get back in the air conditioning,
Yeah.
so I've lost my 4 pounds for today.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for watching. Tune in to MedFlight Radio, the podcast. We're actually going to have a whole podcast dealing with bariatric patients, some of the pathophysiology dealing with that. So stay tuned. Thanks everybody for watching.